Do you know why the elites are so desperate right now to pull their moves, to cause World War III and to cause all this evil in the world? Do you know why they're so desperate to try and just change it all to their favor? Because they're old, because they're about to die. We have to keep in mind, this is a prediction that I'm making right here, right now, that the most, eventually, because of how interconnected we are, because of the internet, brands and everything are starting to go in a certain direction to where everything needs to become a little bit more personalized, meaning that there's more transparency in the people themselves. This means that in the future, everyone who is right now, for example, we have the main influencers, right? That are some which are pretty young still. All of these people will be the richest men. They will be the Warren Buffetts. They will be the Bill Gates. They will be the successful people. When they're 60, they're going to be very influential, but they're going to be well known. And it's going to get to a point where the influential people and the rich people, right, the people with power, are just, they're both two things, which is good. Or not both two things, they both coincide, right, which is good. Why is that good? Because of the interconnectedness. And this is, by the way, the one thing that the elites are going to try to take control of, but they haven't been able to, and especially with Elon Musk being in such a critical position, it's almost nearly impossible, which is why I'm a little bit optimistic that this thing is not going to go down. But with free speech, with, you know, the interconnectedness of these platforms, this allows everything to be known. This allows people who are making money, for example, there's not going to be any billionaires that we don't know where their money came from or how they made their money. Everything is becoming a personal brand. If there's a lot of money associated with you, then there's probably going to be a lot of influence associated directly with that. But that means that influence is one of the key and most important factors for anyone who wants to make it in the world. I think it is impossible in 20 years that you're going to be able to make it without having a personal brand, without being popular. You need to be influential to some extent to be successful. And the crazy thing is, obviously, with AI coming up, they're replacing a lot of things. There's going to be a lot of things which are going to change very drastically. But I know for a fact that one of the things that is going to be so interesting here is that essentially there's going to be no way that you can make it without having your face on the internet, without people knowing what you do, without people knowing how you make your money, without everything being very, very clear. And it's going to be very hard to try to fake and try to paint a reputation because of how the information systems are in the world today, right? And that's where the main attacks are. But unfortunately, I think these attacks are failing, and that, you know, I think all these billionaires, all these old billionaires right now, who made their money, who knows how, right? They are being exposed. It is becoming clear how they make their money. It is becoming clear what they do with their money and how they influence and how they acquire their influence in the first place, and how it is that the money literally acquired the influence rather than the influence acquiring the money, or both at the same time, right? So that's a good thing. These are good things which are coming up, guys. These are things that I'm very, very much optimistic for. And this is something that I'm also quite literally seeing the importance for. That's why I have 2 YouTube channels, one in Spanish, one in English. And also any freaking, obviously paid. Now here's the thing, right? Everything's interconnected. We're gonna start having to pay a price to be on these platforms. I literally think that Facebook is gonna charge you if you want to be recognized, right? So not even paid ads. Like, I'm talking about, like, organic content is going to be paid eventually, right? Because of how much stuff there's going to be on there. And every single business that needs to be successful needs to be a brand that is recognized. Because in the attention economy, the more we glue ourselves to these screens, right, the more our reality lies behind the screens, the more we need the attention behind the screens. And it is almost impossible, and especially with the dynamic and the way that money is going to be made through entertainment more, right? When AI starts taking certain jobs, there's going to be a little bit more spaces that require that sort of influence, that require that sort of information, that require things that can be transacted through a computer screen in the digital world, meaning that the influence is so important for you to get the attention to even have people into the door to have these transactions happen. So that's my prediction right now. It is inevitable that if you want to be successful, you need to put yourself out there. You need to be influential. And well, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to call that out. I think there's a few more thoughts that I had thought of before I was going to film this video, but unfortunately I forgot them. But I think I got my main point across. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm working right now on my businesses, and this is the way that I'm going about it. Marketing agency, for example, I would recommend for all your clients as a marketing agency, have people like content creation, right? Organic, focus on the organic stuff, focus on what you can do to get the digital presence out there. That is so important for anyone who wants to grow and anyone who wants to be influential and make money. So take action, guys. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Practice it every day and you will do good. See ya.